Hey everyone, Zach Dewhurst here at the Custom Shoppe. With us is the owner of the Custom Shoppe, Dove Pinter.
Nice to meet you, Zach.
How's it going, Dove?
I'm great, thank you.
Dove is a new user of DecoNetwork. His shop has been growing greatly. He has a storefront located in his community, and then he also has a second production facility where he has the majority of his team doing all of the sales, production, and everything in between. I mean, as you're gonna see throughout this video, the Custom Shoppe is not your typical screen printing or embroidery business. They do a lot. And in this office that we're actually in right now, you guys retrofitted it, what, over the past 6 months? And you know, you're gonna have an idea of, hey, if you're looking to move your business, take all of the time that you can to get it set up to your needs. And that's what we're going to explore today throughout this video. So let's go take a look at your shop.
Let's go.
Now we're in the embroidery room where we can see we're doing some flats and even some hats at the same time. What do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? No, 6, I can't count. 2 head and 2 singles. So whether it's hundreds or a couple one-offs, you guys do it all.
We started off with 1 single machine, then we went to a double machine, and then another single machine. And it got to a point that we were, getting requests of orders of hundreds of items per logo, and it just came to a point that we had to get these 6 headers, and now we literally have 20 heads that we're able to work with. On a retail level, we have the single heads and double headers that make it nice and easy, and on the larger orders, we have the larger 6 headers. Where Deco comes into play over here is they're definitely able to angle, per order for us, exactly the amounts per order, and we can just download the embroidery file, and it goes directly to the machine. It is actually, a very neat feature, and it's great.
And little things, like if you aren't he's using magnetic hoops for all of the flat items. Work smart, then hard. Something as simple as that makes life a lot easier on your employees. It makes you more efficient. Sometimes things cost a lot up front, but it makes you more efficient. And again, when we walk throughout this building, we're never confined, and we're never having to do anything crazy. You said it took several works with the architect to get this exactly the way you needed it to be. And are you pretty happy with the results?
Yeah, I'm thrilled. There's actually, out of this entire 10,000 plus square foot building, there was one issue with the architect that the 6 headers were actually angled to come through that doorway. And actually, when it came to actually bringing it in, a funny story, it didn't work. And my wife's screaming at me, numbers don't always add up. I'm like, numbers always add up, but someone messed up with the numbers. And actually, we had to shave down the wall by like 6 inches in order to get these machines in, but that was the only issue. So we got over here our photo booth, our own photo shoot. What happened was we get SKUs of like 1,400, 1,500 SKUs that we have, and every time we get a new product, because we're in the gifting industry, we constantly have to be getting new products, new ideas and stuff like that. Now, what happened was we wanted to put it up on our site or social media, and we had an issue that every time a picture costing us anywhere between 10, 20, even up to $30 a picture. So we decided to invest, a little bit of money into our own photo booth, photo shoot, and we literally have an expensive camera, the same hardware as anybody else would have, and we're able to do it in-house. Our goal is to do pretty much everything in-house, and it makes everything efficient, much more work work through it.
And on a daily basis, you're buying product from Sanmar for screen printing, embroidery, and so forth. But what makes you guys niche is you buy a lot of other products. And one of the beautiful things with DecoNetwork software is you can upload a photo of virtually anything, put a box on there, the decoration area, and say, hey, you can add this type of decoration on this area, and we will price it in real time.
Yeah, actually it works great. Deco, literally, we're able to, you know, when you were telling us exactly the guidelines of wherever the picture was, what we have to do, we're actually right over here in this shop, in this photo shoot, we're able to get that exact angle that we needed to get, and that will be engraved. That one's not engraved right now, but that would be engraved right in the back over there, and the customer himself. It would be great. Yeah, Deco is definitely a big help for that.
And when, I mean, really, you just need that quality one time, and for thousands of orders, it's going to be the best possible process
100%.
for the customer.
No, it definitely works great.
All right, so at the Custom Shop, we have two different engraving sections. Why do we have it in two different rooms? What's the strategy?
So the strategy is we do engraving, and we were getting requests for customers to bring in their own items and for us to service their engraving needs. Now, it got to a point that it was just stopping our regular production, servicing outside items to engrave. So we pretty much separated it. This is just solely for the Custom Shop's orders and engraving needs, and the other room is where we get in bulk orders of other people's stuff that we engrave. We're basically an outside engraving facility as well.
Okay. And one thing I really like that you guys do is you guys brand everything. I mean, somebody gets that, they know exactly where it came from, and I mean, whenever I buy an Apple product, whether it's a phone or I actually hoard my boxes because they're so high quality and I like to display them. So it sounds kind of weird.
To be honest, the bags and stuff like that is definitely part of our marketing budget every year, because people actually like these bags. They come in a variety of sizes. They go somewhere, they need bags, whatever. You see them walking around all the time, even when they go to shul, synagogue, and stuff like that. They definitely take that, they put their things in there, and so it's actually walking. People are just marketing for us as they're walking around.
You know, I try to tell a lot of like restaurants and so forth, sell your shirts at cost. It's a walking billboard, and anytime somebody's paying to market your business, you're winning.
100%.
And tell us a little bit more of how you keep everything organized.
Right, so actually before Deco, and we had a little bit of an issue, or actually a large issue, was, for example, this order right now is everything's just on the receipt, on the bag. Now, if someone would call us up, this customer, Amanda, would call us up and say, hi, where's my order up to? We would have be done in the order. We have no clue where the order is up to. We have no clue it is engraved yet, not engraved yet, if it was wrapped, if it was shipped. We pretty much manually have to find out exactly what that order is. What Deco does for us is literally from when the customer actually gets that quote till the customer receives that item, we actually could look on the software and see every step of the way. And it is the reason why we use Deco.
So you guys, again, like I said earlier, you do buy product from Sanmar and other suppliers in the industry every day, but then you guys take the custom stuff to the next level. I mean, your niche is the custom shop in addition to the B2C, B2B, and a lot of this, I can't buy all of this stuff off Sanmar and get it the next day. So by having that inventory on hand, that has to allow you to get orders out quicker than not having it on hand.
Yeah, so we actually started as a retail shop. So we started, holding a little bit of inventory, a few pieces of that, a few pieces of that. What it turned into be that, obviously the Sanmar or the other suppliers, we definitely get it the next day, but we sell 1,400 SKUs, as I said, and it literally from, adult robes, bathrobes to children's bathrobes, down to backpacks, to towels, to beach towels, to, even cross pens, to, it's literally could continue going to home diffusers, to brushes. I mean, literally, it just endless amount of gifts that we do. And yeah, it's something that we have to stock. And we have literally heart pillows. People, you know, put their wife's name on it or their children's name on it. It literally, camp season comes, camp bags, camp packages we do. We manufacture some of the stuff ourselves because we're, baby blankets. It's something that we were moving pallets upon pallets, thousands of items a year that we just ended up, went into and we manufacture. So the manufacturing level goes pretty much up on the second level of this. We actually make a pretty neat, stock room that it's actually a 2-story, racking system that we can bring things up and down. But yeah, it definitely takes a lot to hold inventory, but it's the only way to get the customers to get their things out within a couple days.
And like we said earlier, all we got to do is take a high quality photo, throw it on the website, say, hey, you could put embroidery here. It's that easy. And that way you don't have to have that email or phone call and redo it.
Our goal is that the customer should feel confident on their order, be able to, customer service. They say people don't pick up their phones, which we do. We have a whole team of office people doing it. Just the influx of things, people like seeing it, whatever it may be, seeing how they visualize. Deco for us was a great catch because the person is able to visualize exactly how their name is going to look at it. We could send photos from today to tomorrow. If it's going to say, Dove on it or Zach on it, it's going to look a little different. Now, if they go onto the website, type in their name, they actually see what they're going to be getting, and that's it. And for us, it's a lot easier as well. We just see what the customer wanted, proof. It's all good, ready to go.
And take it straight to the machine, because anytime you have to retypeset someone's name, oh my gosh, you're gonna
be forever.
Well, you could misspell it real easy. All right, and then over here you have as well some apparel, because even though you can get it from Sanmar, there's something sometimes to be able to just grab it off the shelf and get it out. And you guys offer rush fees?
Yeah,
or
we can get a rush fee out in a couple of hours, actually. The reason for we have some stock of stuff, typically, the real reason is to help our customer, help ourselves. Sanmar, not perfect. I mean, they sometimes will send you a wrong size, it will come from a different warehouse, or it may be, if we count up the goods when the code comes in, and we say, hey, they were short a sweatshirt, or honestly, not even on Sanmar's fault, and nothing to do with anybody's fault. Someone could sit there and call up, we're middle producing something, say, hey, I forgot, I need to add one more item, 2 more items, so that's why we have stock on hand, and we're able to just grab it off the shelf and put it in together with the order.
Great.
This room we actually created as like a room within the screen printing area, because typically a lot of the heat press stuff like that will get a logo or something in the front. Well, watch out, it's a little hot.
Yep.
Typically a lot of the screen printing items will as well get transferred. So therefore we pretty much did it this way. It's right in the arm's length of the.
I see a bunch of names. I wouldn't want to screen print each name and number on it. I'd rather screen print the fronts out there. I see a vinyl cutter over there. Cut the name, put it on here. That's simple.
Exactly.
Every decoration process has a time and place. They all complement one another. And you wouldn't want to cut vinyl 1,000 times, and you wouldn't want to set up a screen for one print. So, yeah.
And that's why Deco is as well great for that. They're able to different category processing, different decoration processing methods, give us different price points, and it pretty much simplifies the entire process for us.
Great. That is so convenient.
Yeah. So yeah, here it came to, this is a typical screen printing area, typical dryer, full M&R equipment, brand name equipment. Pretty much what you got to do to go automatic, which we could rock at least 150 to 200 shifts an hour. The manuals for stuff that we typically are a few pieces of this way or multiple colors, too many colors that it's not worth setting up the automatic for. And these are a typical day job of knocking out.
Just like we just said, like with screen printing, like we did with vinyl, your auto, it has times, your manuals have different times. I don't want to set up a 20-piece job on an auto. I mean, it's just too much work. And I see you also have wood frames, aluminum frames, and then even Newman roller stretch frames, so you can get that nice tautness. Would you agree that out of all these decoration processes, this is the one that takes the most skill and have the most experience to master?
Yes, I'll be honest. It definitely does. The only thing I guess we'll disagree on that comment, it would be that you could probably get more people helping that don't know the skill as much. Meaning the actual printer does need a lot of skill to run that automatic.
Yep.
You wouldn't even pay me any money to run that thing. Even the manual to set it up exactly evenly. But once you're in the motion and you have those one or two people that are skilled, because of the production level, you need someone to hop it onto the drawer, you need people taking it off. That's where we have, at least over here, an easier time versus running a wide format or even an engraving machine. It needs someone with a little bit of training, every single person.
And do you do a lot of cross training? Just because people.
So my goal is in this business is to, because we definitely have, I don't even know off the top of my head how many decoration methods we have. I try as much as possible to have every person know every single method as much as possible. Meaning, I would love the screen printer to know how to use the wide format. The heat press person could know how to embroider. Well, everybody should be trying to be this way. If someone doesn't show up, I have someone to compensate for that person's work.
Makes sense. All right, Dove, this is not your typical wide format roll material. What would you call this?
This is a rigid material. This is actually made out of coral glass. This actually machine is like an all-in-one type of printer. It actually does roll to roll, and it actually does materials. You notice on the bottom of the rolls, so actually these tables actually move, and we could do banner rolls and any other stuff like that, and it actually could do rigid material. This we print on anywhere coral glass to PVC to foam board to acrylic, aluminum. Pretty much any rigid material that's printable, we print on.
Is it using UV?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm saying? Okay, because the UV allows it to go over and then it hits it with that light and it's cured, it's dry.
Exactly.
And
with the registration marks, it goes straight onto the colex, onto the cutter, and it, pretty much the same file, and it will cut it out down to the, millimeter.
Technology just keeps getting better every year.
Yeah, this is our newest part of the business. Doing all different types of signage and party favors and those types of stuff. We definitely, it's a lot of creativity that goes involved. Not just printing just a long sign. This might even be going onto a bar. Actually, in front of the bar, for the event, it goes on in front of the bar. We've made pillars for people. I've done a job that actually someone recreated a room that looked like Penn Station, literally. You walk in, you had pillars looked like that and had graffiti on it, all printed from this machine. It looked like you were walking into a train, a long wall, and it looked like you were actually about to walk into the subway train. It's actually very neat. This machine, this new part of the angle of the business is very neat and innovative.
Yeah, I mean, most shops that use DecoNetwork are primarily apparel shops, but I see a lot of signage starting to come because, I mean, at the end of the day on DecoNetwork, all this is a rectangle. So we can always upload a rectangle. It may not always be the best thing for the customer to design themselves, but being able to give them that high quality proof that you just put that on there, and then when they come back, you have the artwork stored, you can download it, all very easy.
Yeah, so it's definitely, Deco has helped us a lot in regarding even to our wedding signs, people with seating charts, those type of things. We have a typical template. Someone wants something custom, they obviously have to reach out to us, but they can definitely take the few templates that we have and just edit the names and the table numbers, and we just print the file and it goes right onto the machine. It's great.
Now show us how this cutter works, because this is a big bed.
You want to show how the cutter works? You see, this is beyond my pay grade.
So I see like we've got little black dots are your registration marks, right?
Yes, this machine has a camera, and the printer prints on these black dots all around the machine, and the camera goes on,
I see the blade is on there, right?
Yep. There's multiple different knives, multiple different blades.
Because you might be at a different angle, or depending what you're cutting through.
Material gets a different type of knife.
Yep.
The cut as thick as 2 inches.
2 inches?
Yeah, with the router.
And you can cut acrylic with this?
Yes.
Wow. And that's not a laser that would cut acrylic, it would be a blade.
Actually, a router.
A router, okay.
We have laser machines as well. That's what we're going to see in a second. That cuts acrylic.
Yeah, wow. And then you guys will take, I mean, you're almost building a puzzle a lot of the time. You'll just make a lot of pieces and...
Job literally was, we just did for Philadelphia Zoo a job, and it was literally 150 sheets that we printed and creating puzzles of all those, the music and fluting that I showed you, earlier. It was pretty neat.
Wow. So we've got more lasers, but this is primarily like your acrylic laser cutter, right?
This is acrylic. I mean, definitely any laser will engrave, it will cut. Typically, the reason why we got such a big bed was to do this type of big acrylic cutouts and engravings. But I mean, it's a monster. I mean, let me just in reference. There's a 60 watt. There's a 130 watt.
Wow.
So this is literally, it's a bulldozer. It literally goes triple as fast as a typical laser machine. We've done just recently like 1,000 bottles of wine engraving. You literally come in 2 pallets of wine and you just pull them off, take off the labels and drop them in, and it.
What if you went too deep into that bottle? You'd have a nice little mess.
Go too deep, but yeah, it's not,
And for those who aren't familiar with acrylic, I mean, they're real high quality. I mean, you can put this outside and
it's
nothing's ever
using as a light up base for an event that they're going to be.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's like glass, but safer.
Yeah. Doesn't break.
All right, we're in the break room. We're not printing t-shirts in here, but I would argue it's pretty important. Anybody who's ever seen the show The Office, a lot goes on in the break room. And tell us the logic behind just this room.
Logic behind it, there's a twofold logic. Number one is that the employees definitely need a break, and it's a good, place for them to just their half-hour paid lunch break. They're able to ear out, get themselves coffee, get some food, microwave, keep stuff in the refrigerator. But the second logic for me, as a business owner, was more importantly, was that I was not able to handle people eating over our products, our merchandise, and stuff like that. And things get messed up, things get, things get dirty, things spill, and we try to give our customer the best quality item as we can. So if they only eat in the break room, that helps out.
It sounds simple, but it's actually pretty important.
Yeah, no. Literally, the amount of coffees that spilled that are no drinking. Now, coffees is fine, but when you have pizza start going and stuff like that, it's a no-no.
And how many full-time employees do we have at this location?
We have 20 to date. Looking to expand, but right now 20 of them, and rocking away. And thank you for everybody. If not for my employees, I definitely wouldn't be able to do what I do.
Yeah, and that's its own challenges.
Yeah.
Putting together the right team.
Some of the people are here before from day one.
Yep. And during COVID, did you have any?
So we actually, during COVID, we had a website, so we were definitely a little bit. I tried as much as I, was able to pay them and keep them busy. I did not lay anybody off. Obviously, sometimes they just didn't come to work, but no one didn't come back after COVID because they got laid off.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Yeah, that's definitely our motto here.
And
Teamwork,
speaking of
dreamwork.
teamwork, I've got a dream worth more than my sleep.
Yeah. So thank God, married with 4 kids, and I have a small business to try to grow a lot larger than it is now. No complaints. It's just sleep is not one of them.
And 4 to help run it someday, hopefully.
Exactly.
And what's interesting about you is you married into this industry. How did that all come about?
So it came about, nothing different than anybody else really get married. Okay, my wife has a job, I was actually still in school, and I got married, and then it turned into my wife working late at night, and I'm here to help. What could you help with? Nothing, I don't know how to do anything. And then it then turned into, okay, do a little finances, books, stuff like that. And then from there, my nature, you get involved a little bit more and more and more, and this is where we are.
Her dream became our dream.
Exactly.
All right, Dove. Well, thank you very much for your time. I love the shop. I'm a little jealous. I got to be
My
honest.
pleasure, and I appreciate your help and Deco's help. It's been a good ride, and let's hope we'll continue working together for much longer.
And you guys started what, 9 years ago? 20 employees, 10,000 square feet. Anybody can live this dream if they work hard.
Exactly, just work, man. That's what it is.
And
dream and don't sleep.
Yeah, dream and don't sleep. Well, thank you much, Dove.
Thank you very much for everything, and we'll be in touch.
Yeah.
Thank you.